Hello and welcome to Rock Bottom Gaming. We have Matt on the left playing BA and Ed on the right playing Ritual Beasts. He seems to be starting straight off with the Canahawk play, ditching the Apelio, followed closely with the E-Telly.
And here it begins.
Oh, the joy.
The loop that everybody loves.
Oh, the Canahawk loop. Summons Elder. And
Fuse.
Yep. Fuse, defuse.
Diffuse instantly, completely irrelevant what you make there. Yeah, get
another Canahawk banish.
Yep. To the when this time.
Fun. Oh, look at that. Another Canahawk.
Targeting 2 and 1. 1 goes back, 2 special summon.
Stupid that you can use activate the effect and then chain defuse and its own. You only
Its
said
own
one.
effect, yeah. And then what happens here is the Apelio one you just did, so absolutely nothing happens to the game state except I get an ad.
Which is kind of nice. Adding, was that Steeds?
I believe so. It's not really relevant because I'm about to make the one, shuffle those back and get the ambush anyway.
Which is just kind of ridiculous.
Yeah.
There we go.
Adding the ambush. And then I believe I set 3 or 4 here.
Just
Oh no, all 5.
Just the back row.
Yeah, I set
sat
my...
behind an ulti Canahawk.
Yeah.
That's really friendly.
Yeah, not that BA can do anything about a Canahawk because all of their effects seem to target.
Yeah, you just chain defuse. Oh,
Ooh, Galaxy Cyclone comes out hitting my
Mind
one
MST.
bluff of the Raigeki. All the rest are live back row and he hits the one bluff. He thinks he's safe at this point and out comes Vanities.
Stops the special summon of Rubik.
Yeah.
So
He's happy he's got that engrave.
doesn't seem to be activating it yet though, which is
You can't activate it the turn it's sent.
Can't you?
No.
That's my mistake then.
Yeah.
I haven't really gone and read it properly. I've never been a card I fancy playing. So he set one and ended.
Yeah. Upstart to turn
Upstart.
off my Vanities.
Good way to do it. That's plus 1,000 to Matt.
Yeah, so he's on 9k currently.
And
Let's see
Vanities
how-
is gone.
Drew into an ambush there.
It's kind of nice.
Yeah.
Thanks for showing the camera of what you draw.
Yeah. That's
So
quite
activate this ambush. It's free summon of 2, which is great for fairness.
Yeah.
I'm feeling a fusion. Oh, Wing Blast.
This is my favourite thing. I then chain its effect. to banish, so everything's on 500 currently. That goes back in.
And he gets an effect from... Who did you send? I missed it.
It's got to be Graph. He's
Yeah.
left to the deck.
Summoning a Scar, which sort of keeps him safe.
Yeah. Then use Canahawk's effect, targeting that and Canahawk defuse.
Hate that play. It's the loop just takes so long. 'Cause you
It
can go, like,
does.
the game just goes on and on. You can use more and more times, and you end up with doing it like 17 times in a turn.
Add the Apelio, normal the Apelio. Banish the Steeds, the ambush again.
They'll all be plus 1,000 now. Canahawk, banish another one. Just Rip Beast for you. The most horrible deck ever to exist.
I don't know about that.
It's just loopy.
You've got Exodia FDKs and...
Oh, it's... I suppose at least it's not playing Archfiends with all the loop. Infernities with all their loops.
God.
The 100-step loops. There's that Ulti Apelio attack.
And then Apelio attack for 3/3. No. 2/8.
2/8. It's only got 2 boosts this turn.
No. Let down.
Somebody looks like he's a massive scrub then.
Yeah.
Main phase 2 fuse.
Yep. And there's another
Canahawk.
ulti. Canahawk. Shuffle 2 back.
1. Back to the grave, we should specify, not
Yeah.
to the deck. And Rampengu.
What does I get here? I think it might be another
Probably a
Steeds. Checking that back row. I've already got a Steed set, so...
There's nothing wrong with double
yeah,
steeds.
Steeds.
The more steeds, the better. You could have 4 set and there wouldn't be a problem there, except you've already cheated.
Yeah, oh, yeah, that's
you
that.
could have 2. If you've got multiple monsters, activate steeds, chain double defuse, blow up 4. There's no loss there, and then they do something else and you can just blow up another 4.
Oh, look at this. Torwade comes out to play.
Is steeds up to the number you control.
It is.
So you could just blow up whatever tour guide summons.
Yes. And I believe I do.
Alright.
Or something similar here. Sets 1, so no special summons this turn.
Scared of the steeds.
Yeah, which he knows I won't. No, it just passes.
End phase, chain double defuse.
Yeah. Just yeah.
Everything back.
Everything in my banish zone.
Giving you Wen, Cannelhawk, Elder, and Apelio.
Yeah.
Nice strong field for you to go with.
And I top deck the bonds.
There we go. Somebody holds the thing too high to see on the camera. Right.
Yeah.
Well, that's depending what you...
Cannelhawk, I think I banish either the Lara or the Pink Dolphin here.
Lara.
Here's the Lara.
Is it that you know your own plays that well?
Yeah.
Or is it just you've watched this a million times before we've recorded over?
Only the once. Make sure I didn't misplay hard. Which I don't think I do this game.
Maybe later. So, effect chain defuse.
Yeah. Get another ad.
They really should make their effects so you can only use one effect in a chain or something.
Yeah. And I believe I go for the other Apelio after he spun him. And I go for the 1-5 boost this time.
Eventually.
Eventually, yeah. It takes a while because of...
Cannelhawk. Patolfin.
Yep.
How nice.
I'm just reading, make sure I can spin some back row there.
Which is probably going to... I would chain if you start targeting my back row in BA. Because
I believe
everything
he does.
is chainable.
I was just making sure I have the option to spin his back row more than anything. I start making 2 piles here so I can remember what I've banished. What I've used this turn. There you go, another Apelio comes out to play. Adding, I believe, the second bonds. I only play 2. Both of these deck profiles will be up either prior or very close to this.
Probably just after we finish recording.
Yeah.
So, just before this.
I believe we recorded them just after this duel.
Before.
Was it just before?
Yeah. So we'll put the links in the description.
Yeah, makes sense.
So you can laugh at how you disagree with our decks.
Oh, yes.
For example, I disagree with the BA massively.
Since he's changed it, I haven't really got a problem with it. It was his initial build that was awful. I add the
Dark Law
steeds,
build was a bit...
add the steeds here purely to spin his back row.
Ah, I see.
That looked like a crush card there.
Can't be chained, obviously.
Because he's got no monster. The Apelio, banishing the Apelio. Everything's on a 1-5 boost.
So Matt, in BA, Matt used to run a Dark Law build, which seemed to be quite interesting. Which was really annoying, but...
It was annoying, but it just wasn't practical. Here we go. This is...
For a short while, he played the Astral Force build with Astral Force, and it was the most effective build he had, and then he changed it again to the current build.
Yeah, he just straight up banishes my Apelio. I'm like, go for it. Just making sure it doesn't banish both of them, otherwise I'd chain the steeds, but it doesn't, so I'm happy to lose one.
Can you steeds, ambush into battle phase?
I believe so, but it specials them in defense, so it's kind of irrelevant.
Bonds on top.
I had games, so I was just showing him I had the double bonds and there was nothing he could do.
Right, and that's game 1, so they're now going to side, and we'll come back for game 2 in a moment.
Yeah. After I shuffle everything back in, because it takes half a year.
Yeah, okay. That'll do for that. Yeah. So just finding straight up all the things that need to be sided.
Yeah.
So it looks like Matt's going to put Lancers in BA. So you've forgotten to put your Macro and D Fisher in here.
Yeah, that was a slight mistake against Burning Abyss, but
It's Rip Beast. Like, it's,
Yeah.
some people, you see people maining it, and you forgot to even side in
Oh, no,
against
it's-
the deck that it's best for.
it's in the side deck. I just forgot to use it.
Yeah, that's not a good idea. It's
But I believe the siding hate I put in will do the job.
so. Did you just sort of set 3 and end?
Yeah.
Oh, so
He-
torrentialed you.
Yeah, I know the Canahawk, he torrentialed. He then hit my ambush, which I can't chain, unfortunately.
At this point, so you didn't get your Canahawk banish either.
No,
Oh,
I
and then
dropped
there's
the Maxi on the normal because I don't want a Dante hitting the board.
And if Dante does hit the board, at least you get a draw out of it,
Yeah.
which means the Maxi is neutral.
Good
Attacks for 1/6, so stops the Dante.
Yeah, which was the idea here.
Cyclone Engrave, which would get rid of the first D-Fish or a macro at this point if you were to have one. Fire Lake, just 1, 2, 3.
Yeah,
So then your effect still resolves.
it does.
So you still get the special of the ulti Canahawk.
Sorry, Canahawk.
Canahawk, sorry.
Yeah.
I always get the ultis wrong.
Yeah,
I really
ultis
shouldn't.
are the fusions. Ulti Gaia are the fusions.
Yeah. And then Canahawk's effect to banish. And oh look, you have plays again.
Yeah. I still want ulti Rampangu.
What would it even do?
I don't know. Me and Matt were talking the other day. I thought it could be interesting if it had the effect that it does have just on my opponent's side. They banish 1 card from their extra deck and send 1 card from their deck to the grave with the same type. It'd be very interesting
It would have to be something like that. It has to be.
because we don't have anything that aggressive yet.
Well,
Everything's pretty defensive.
we have a Pelio that boosts your attacks up massively, or ulti Pelio that's just not good attacks and just like, I don't care what you do, I'm hitting you.
My favourite one is when I tell people it's unaffected, they forget that they can Mirror Force and still destroy the other ulti Pelios.
Ah,
And it's just the one that's attacking doesn't die.
so that's the normal summon of a Rubik, which is a new one.
Yeah.
As the only real point of it is to the special summon. But he has back row that he hasn't activated, so to mill 3. Lost the vanities, lost the upstart, lost the tour guide, so not great mills. The
No.
upstart doesn't matter, but the tour guide doesn't want to get milled. He runs no way to get it back. Grab
There
specials,
aren't really any decent, reliable ways to get it back, though.
Dark Eruption's probably the best one, and you just mill that as well.
Exactly.
Dante attacks over the top for damage.
Yeah. believe I take 1100 there.
Yep, that sounds about right. And then 1/6, so total of 3k this turn. 2/5 this turn. Wait, what did you say? 1100, sorry. 2/7.
2/7, yeah. Plus the 1/6 I've already taken. Here comes the other Canahawk, and it gets Fire Laked, and I made the mistake of setting my back row before
Yeah,
doing anything else.
which wasn't a good idea.
No, that really, really hurt.
So, and then Sir summons the Dante back,
Yeah.
as if nothing happened.
And Dante adds the Seer back for him to then special.
Normal. So, I guess he's going for a game here.
Dante, no.
So, detach the
Yeah, I was going to
Scar.
say, he wanted
You
to
get the
detach the
end
Scar there.
There's the Lancia, which I presume he'd rather draw, but it's because he can't run in Iron Wall.
He can, he just doesn't like it. Yeah,
And then
let's
that's
get
that
him.
game. So that's game 2 complete.
And game 3 is an interesting one.
And here is game 3.
Yeah.
So don't think you sided anymore.
No, we just went straight to it. We're both happy with what we put in.
So this is the game when you actually realise you forgot to put the macro and the D-Fisher in,
Yeah.
which is a very clever one to do, really.
Yeah, because Matt makes a point about it. I can't remember exactly what he says. He just says, like, oh, I bet one of those is your macro or something. And I realised that I then forgot to put it in.
So the upstart, so 3,000
What's
life,
that?
special the Graph.
That's a graph. Cool.
Interesting to special the Graph, not. And the Jama Trio! If he'd normaled it, he could have summoned Libic from deck, getting the effect off, to
Yes.
at least have a monster.
Yeah, absolutely nothing off.
Because he specialed.
No, he specials first in case
In
of
normal.
vanity.
Back from the crawling cutout, so yeah, he specials because of vanities, apparently. Although I'd have thought you'd normal. I suppose
No,
if
he
his special
specials
doesn't work, you
first.
can then set the Graph.
Exactly.
Still got defense. Okay, so he sets 2 and ends,
Yeah,
and here's me hoping that there's a double MST, but there's only one.
it's just the one.
Hitting
And
in
I
the end
hit the
phase.
vanities.
Which is sort of the best one to hit.
Yeah.
The only other thing, if you want, I suppose, would be nice, but the vanities is best to hit.
Flip the Elder.
Normal the Apelio.
Ah,
That's a
Pink Dolphin.
Pink Dolphin. I don't know why. I don't.
Spin the back row here.
Deciding whether to chain or not.
Yeah,
I would have just chained it, yeah.
he does. I believe that's an ambush again. Yeah, I'm just
Yeah,
checking I
ambush.
have no targets and ambush.
And then I believe this will be Cannon Hawk.
Yeah. Because I've got the extra target, so I spin it and add
You don't have the Apelio at this point, though, sadly. So
an older Cannon Hawk. I'm really running on fumes here.
yeah,
I can't even remember what I had here. Might even be the Cannon Hawk.
so it's one Ritual Beast card you had to add
Yeah.
for free.
It's Steed.
Steed. So you're going for destruction. So looks like you're planning to do some damage later.
Oh, I'm
And then this
planning
will
to
be the
get my
ambush.
resources back here.
Yep, there we go. So there's the beautiful combo.
Which is really not beautiful. It's
No, that you can now defuse if you need to.
I can't
So-
diffuse.
Sorry, you can't defuse, but you can get them back if you need to.
Yeah. I pass turn safe in the knowledge you can't do much with trio up.
Effect a special one,
Yeah, and this is where things become fun.
because anything he summons, you can Steeds away.
I do. I Steeds.
1 for 1.
Yep.
Good play. So Skarn, he'll get a Searcher in the end phase, but he's still got a Tour Guide.
getting
Another monster he can't really use, and it's not got enough tack to get over the Cannon Hawk. So
I love how
he's-
incessant he is at shuffling his hand, and there's me. I just leave it on the side.
yeah. So we can see he's got the Rubik, he's got the graphs in hand. He'd probably have quite a few nice plays if the trio wasn't the Jarman tokens weren't there.
And end phase with his search. I'm gonna ambush back too.
Seems to be adding the Libic, so he's planning maybe normal Libic blows up special the graph. Looks like he's trying to go Dante next turn.
Yeah, but he's got no real choice really. He's got to make something with a
So you're
trio.
going to have to stop.
Yeah.
At this point, you've got to sort of either go for it or stop him doing things.
Yeah.
And there's the Apelio, which is what you really need to get going.
When?
Yep.
If I can find it, which appeared to be difficult though.
Yep. So you've got the when. So fuse. Still love that you can fuse without poly. The deck will be so much slower if you can.
Oh my god, if you needed poly every time you fused.
Yep, I'll just activate poly 16 times this turn.
You'd have to have a way to get it back like Fluffles do.
Banish one from grave.
It's not Gem Knights.
It'd work.
Yeah.
I mean, it wouldn't
I'd
really
say
be a
it's
problem.
closer to Glad Beasts than anything
This kind
else.
of is, yeah.
Because it's tag out, tag in, tag out.
Just not quite as well. Glad beasts are better, clearly.
Yeah. You'll have to finish building them so we can have Rip Beast versus Glad Beast. That
It's
was
a
it.
good game.
Yeah.
It's meant to be. So that's the Cannon Hawk in hand. So
Yeah.
this is where your plays are sort of safe.
Yeah.
Oh, is this where you do what I think you're going to do? Is this where you summon him legitimately?
Yeah, I do.
The big guy.
Yes, I believe I do. I mean, how often do you see that happen?
And Smash just sat there shuffling his hand like nobody's business. Ed, you seem to be looking at your options.
I was reading something.
Yep, there you go.
Yeah.
Fusing. You normally just bonds these guys.
I do, yeah.
But the general thing is you bonds. But I believe you sided one out.
Yeah, where did the Cannon Hawk go? I believe it's actually just underneath the Elder.
Or is it under the Elder?
The Fusion Cannon Hawk.
Yeah. Yes.
I
it's
think I
under
can
the
see a
Elder.
faint line of yellow there.
Yeah. It's under there. So
It's
here he is, just reading
my
your-
Herald of Perfection. Yeah, might as well be.
Yeah.
Banish one, not discard one. I'm not sure if it has to be a Ritual Beast card or is it banish a card. I think it's Ritual Beast specific.
It kind of makes sense for it to be Rip Beast specific.
Yeah, it'd be incredibly strong otherwise. It's like Herald of Perfection that's not discard a fairy.
So he just sort of matches sets and ends, knowing there's nothing he can do to get over the big guy.
Although he's hoping that his back row can save him by the looks of things. And there we go.
Wing
he
blast.
tries to wing blast me
In the back row.
in the back row, which I just put on top because it's only a Shadow Imprisoning Mirror. And then I negate the Libic.
Which is always fun.
Yeah. He just passes. I then set the Shadow Mirror again.
And now you've got your Shadow Mirror. You can start doing 300 damage a turn,
Yeah.
knowing that at this point his fate is pretty much sealed.
Yeah, there you go. Just banish the ambush.
What was that to negate?
No, that was Pelio's effect.
I see. Just an extra little bit of damage.
No, it doesn't do any extra damage. It was just because I could. And there's the Shadow Mirror. And this is where Matt gets fed up, I believe.
Yeah. No Cyclone Engrave.
No Cyclone. He's got nothing. He can't do anything with those tokens up and the mirror. Because he's got no effects in Grave, so he can't even rely on them.
Because you wouldn't be able to negate the Cyclone Engrave to destroy the mirror, would you? It's the card, not the effect.
I believe it is, yeah, most of them. There he goes, he's moving
So he's
in.
going in to crash, chain effect.
I chain its effect to boost it up. He seemed to forget about that again. So I have
he survives these attacks, but only just.
Yeah. And he decides that he's gonna carry on and attack with the other one anyway.
Putting him on almost no life points.
I believe that drops him to close to 200 life.
Something stupidly low like that.
Yeah. There he goes. He specials, and sets the Fire Lake, I believe, here.
Yep.
Yeah.
Set something.
And I top deck the when. I attack for game. He Fire Lakes me, tributing.
Nope.
And I
When says no.
banish to negate and attack for
For
4-2. Because I then
So
chain
that's-
its effect.
That's Rip Beast for game.
Yeah.
Win 2-1.
2-1.
That's a good game. And then we're just going to see what each player sided in here, and you'll see that there's no mirrors in. So we've got the mirrors. Sorry, there's no banishing effects from the Rip Beast.
Can't believe I forgot those.
So you see the MSTs and the Lanciers have come in. The Mind
Mind
Crush
Crush.
because of the search.
Although at locals the other day I had somebody decide to mind crush my bonds. So I chained it.
So that's all that's recited.
Yeah, I put in 2 maxi, the mind crush, the shadow mirrors.
And the Ajama Trays. Thanks
Yeah.
for watching.